Good morning, Ms. Atiariani, as our lecturer of thesis writing, and then to all of the ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure moment to have all of you here. Let me introduce myself. My name is Angelica Sihombing. So today I'm going to present my proposal. The title of my proposal is The Violation of MAXIM in THOR Love and Thunder 2022 film, Pragmatic Analysis. So let's just get started. Okay, here are the table of contents that I will present today. There are 3 chapters. The first one is chapter 1, Introduction. There are 6 subchapters. The first one is background of the study, and then research question, and then objective of the study, significance of the study, scope and limitation of the study, and the last one is definition of key terms. For chapter 2, I will discuss about review of related literature. There are 5 subchapters. The first one is pragmatic. The second one is the cooperative principle. The third one is MAXIM. The fourth one is MAXIM violation, and then the last one is previous studies. And then the last one, the research method that I will be used. There are 5. The first one, research design. The second, data and data sources. The third, research instrument. The fourth, data collection. And the last one is data analysis. Okay, let's just get started into the chapter 1. Here are the chapter 1. The first one is background of the study. Communication is one of the most crucial aspects of human connection. By having a conversation, the speaker and the hearer must be cooperative to each other so that the communication runs smoothly and there is no miscommunication among each others. To go of communication about cooperation, there is a cooperativeness in communication rule known as the cooperative principle. According to H. Paul Grice, there are 4 types of cooperative principle. There are maximum of quality, maximum of quantity, maximum of relation, and the last one is maximum of manner. Participant also can discourse. The discourse might fail to obey the maxim in numerous ways. There are violating the maxim, opting out the maxim, and then floating the maxim. Okay, for this research, I will put 2 research questions. The first one is what type of maxim that categorizes violation in THOR Love and Thunder film? And then the second question is what are the reasons of the characters violating the maxim in THOR Love and Thunder film? Okay, next is the objectives of the study. There are 2 objectives. The first one is to find out the maxim that have been violated in THOR Love and Thunder film by the characters from the dialogue between the characters. And then the second one is to find the reason why the characters violated the maxims in the film. And then there are significance. It's divided into 2. The first one is theoretical, and then the second one is significance. For theoretical significance, the purpose of this research is to give information about the cooperative principle by focusing on the maxim violation. The study also aims to gain understanding on how to implement the cooperative principle in everyday conversation with the relevant theory. And then for the practical significance, through the explanation of the theory, these research are expected to be useful for the readers during conversation with other people and be aware and be able to categorize the type of maxim violation they produce during conversation, and also recognize the cause why the violation occurred. That is the significance. Next is the scope and limitation of this research, of the study. The focus of this study is to find out which maxims that violates by the utterances of the characters in Love and Thunder film by using Grice's cooperative principle theory. And there are also limitations in this research. The limitation of this study is the researcher only focusing on the violation of the maxim. Focusing on the violation on the maxim, not opting out, not floating the maxim, especially the regular maxim, but only focusing on the violation of the maxim. And here are the key terms. There are 4 key terms. The first one is pragmatics, the cooperative principle, maxim, and maxim violation. But 4 of these key terms will be explained, will be present more deeply in the chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2, review of related literature. The first one is pragmatic. Pragmatic is the study of interaction between linguistic forms and their users, how the speaker implements language in communication, gives an impact to the hearer, since an utterance that he or she produces instantly affects an action of the speaker. Pragmatic examines the meaning of language in its social context and relates to how we use words in everyday situation. So pragmatic is more focusing on the hearer, on the speaker, on the users, rather than the words, the structure of words, the grammar, but pragmatic is focusing on the people in the context. Here an example of pragmatics. You and your friends are studying in your bedroom. Then he says, it's burning in here. Can you break that window for me? If the hearer take these utterances literally, Then your friend is asking you to break the window in order to destroy it. However, if we look more deeply in the context, we can assume that he's actually suggesting that can the window be slightly open because it was so hot. It's burning in here. It was so hot here. Can you break that window for me? Can you please open that window for me? Okay, that would be happen if we look more in the context, if we understand the context. Next is the cooperative principle. Grace's theory is founded on the concept of cooperation. It contends that speakers naturally want to cooperate while communicating, which helps in the elimination of all obstacles to understanding. CP, or cooperative principles, explain how people communicate efficiently in everyday situations. That is the explanation of the cooperative principle. Next is maxim. CP, or cooperative principle, consists of four maxim. The first one is maximum quantity. It means say enough but avoid saying too much. Just give enough information. Do not less, do not too much. And then the next one is maximum quality. Say only what you have reason to think it's true. Only give the right or the true information. Maximum relation. Say purely what is relevant, only the relevant answer, the relevant things. And then the last one is maximum of manner. Be simple, straightforward, and unambiguous. Okay, there are type of maxim. Next is maxim violation. Maxim violation is unobtrusively, silently deceptive. The speaker intentionally provides inadequate information. Say something dishonest, irrelevant, or confusing, and the listener incorrectly believes that they are cooperating. Violating maxim can take place in the four types of maxim. The first one is violating maxim of the quantity. It means giving too much or less information. Violating maxim of quality, giving false information. Violating maxim of relation, giving irrelevant information. And then the last one is violating maxim of manner, giving unclear or ambiguous information. All of these violation maxim are the opposite of the original maxim. So okay, that's all about maximum violation. Next, the previous study. I take 3 previous study. The first one is title is An Analysis of Maximum Violation in Orphan Black TV Series, Pragmatic Approach by Kartika Yulianti. The next is Analysis the Maximum Violation of the Character in the Kung Fu Panda 2 movie by Wira Telambanua. And then the last one is the Maximum Violation in Johnny English Reform movie by Joandre Situmayang. All of these studies, 3 studies, sharing the same theory that I will be used by focusing on the maximum violation by H. Paul Grice, the cooperative principle. But the object that I will be used for my research is different object. Okay. Okay, and then the last one is chapter 3 research method that I will be used. The first one is research design. I will be using descriptive qualitative research here. Because this research analyze issues that happens in everyday life, everyday conversation. According to Creswell, the implementation of qualitative method is to study something related to social issues and things produced with words. Okay, and then for the data and data sources, the researcher collects the data from the dialogue in the THOR Love and Thunder film. Meanwhile, the data sources, the researcher collects the data sources from the film itself and also the script from the film itself. And then the research instruments. The primary instruments in this research was the researcher herself or myself. And then the next is data collection. In collecting data, there are 4 steps. The first one is watch the film that has been selected as the data sources, and then while we watch the film, we have to read the script to double check its accuracy. And then the next one is classify the type of the maxim. And then the last one is determine or find the reason why the characters violates the maxim. Okay, and then the last one for the data analysis, also divided into 4 steps. The first one is analyze the data that relate to the violation of maxim found in the film. Next is determine the violated maxim, and then the third one is find the hidden meaning behind the violation based on the contextual event, and then the last one is the researcher discuss the data based on the categories and indicated meaning of the violation. Okay, that's all about my proposal presentation. Thank you for Ms. Satyariani and to all of ladies and gentlemen who have been paying attention to my presentation. Thank you and have a nice day.